sir, welcome to another episode of High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, as always, Wes Hunt, and this is my co-host, as always,
Just the Law.
And it's the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. You know what I mean? Before we get into it, we can do what we usually do. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Pass it on to your friends. We talk some real shit. Some of it's fun. Some of it's just things that's going on. But a lot of it, you know what I mean, can help. So like, share, and subscribe. Pass it along there. And my man said that I believe. I really don't remember saying. I think it says milky cereal. Some shit. Somebody Google it and see if it's milky cereal, cereal milk, some shit like that. Put it in the comments if I got it wrong. But my man, UB, send it to us. But what we're going to be talking about today, I mean, you're going to get, I guess a smidge heavy, but that's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about
cereal milk.
Cereal milk, thank you.
It's a hybrid marijuana strain from cookies.
There you go. So you got people in the back on it for information. New shit and shit, you know what I mean? But police brutality is going to be one of the subjects we're talking about. Do slavery still exist in a modern sense? And will police and community ever see eye to eye? So we're going to start off, the police brutality came off, as y'all know, what happened in Memphis to Tyre Nichols. And I mean, so whoever don't know, which probably everybody whole world knows, so I'm just going to go through a brief of what happened, quick fast of what happened. On January 7th, around 8:30 p.m., Memphis officers pulled a vehicle for suspected reckless driving. According to a statement from Memphis police, a confrontation occurred between officers and the vehicle's driver, later identified as Nichols, who fled on foot. According to Memphis police, officers apprehended him, and another confrontation occurred, resulting in Nichols' arrest, police said. The incident happened a few blocks away from his home. Memphis Police Chief Sarah C.J. Davis told CNN's Don Lemon on Friday, "We looked at cameras, we looked at body-worn cameras. Even if something occurred prior to the stop, we've been unable to substantiate that at this time." Meaning they couldn't find shit that gave a probable cause. Let me see this. And they said, "We also taken a pretty extensive look to determine what's the probable cause, and we was not able to find none." She said, "It doesn't mean that something didn't happen, but there's no proof. Which means nothing didn't fuck happen. They have body cameras, cameras all over the fucking streets. If something happened, something would have happened." And like, it's still unclear why he fell on foot, but I was listening to Breakfast Club, they said, the parents of him said he fell on foot, and people think, or people assume they fell on foot because he was in fifth of his life because he's fucking them up.
I saw the video.
And like I said, we about to go through it right now. I say like,
I saw the video.
And this is our 7th episode. You know what I mean? Give us our props. It's our 7th episode, and this is the main stopper. It's gonna keep getting better, more content, better visuals, better quality. Everything's just gonna get better. Just stick with us. But I mean, like, yeah, I didn't see the video. We're gonna watch the video together. I didn't for a little bit clip. I didn't see because I didn't want to watch it. But I'm just gonna watch it for the sake of the motherfucking podcast. But the first question I gotta ask you, bro. In fact, let's just listen to, before we start, let's listen to Tyre, like a few seconds of Tyre Nichols' mom speak.
Last few days, I've said so many things in the last few days, and really I want to say I've never seen the video, but what I've heard is very horrific, very horrific. And any of you who have children, please don't let them see it.
Saw that last week.
Ridiculous.
I just want to ask for prayer for my family, for this whole community. And I want to say to the 5 police officers that murdered my son,
All black.
Yep.
you also disgraced your own families.
We're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna start off because y'all did. We're gonna get to that shit too. And I'm gonna tell y'all why them 4 black motherfuckers reacted like a bunch of crackers. But what's your thoughts?
They reacted like cops.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. You
Cops.
don't speed ahead, man. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. But let's speed ahead. What's your thought on what happened to Tyre Nichols? I know what you just go through. What's your thoughts? Like, I know it's obviously discussed. I mean, like, what? How do you feel about what they did to you? Do you think it's like it was overboard? But what do you feel about it?
Of course it was overboard. I don't have no real feelings on it, bro, because it was overboard. You know what I mean? I seen the video. You know what I mean? He ran because he was scared for his life. That's why. And when they caught him, they beat him.
Just say he fled for something. Nah, they got beat to death.
No. The beating came after he ran.
Yeah, but they know
and he ran.
But they said he was being. You saw the video.
He ran. The beating came after he ran, and he ran as you will see when you use the video because when they telling him to get on the ground and they forcing him on the ground, he's like, I am on the ground. I am on the ground. Why y'all doing it? What's going on? I just want to go home. And he's saying all of that. When he got the opportunity to get up off when he got the opportunity to get free, he got up and he ran because he was scared. That was obvious when you watched the video. He was scared. And then when they caught him, they did what they did.
But my thoughts on this shit is this, man. Like you said, it just, how much time, first of all, my thoughts are on this. How much time this shit is going to happen before some kind of change is really made? Two is, why is that these 4 motherfucking niggas was prosecuted, which they should have, was prosecuted so quick with no investigation? Like all these other white people that beat up, just killing fucking people. They take way longer to get prosecuted, go to jail. All the niggas lost their job. They ain't got trials. Like, it's crazy.
Well, they ain't go to trial yet.
No, but
listen,
that's the quickest. I just listened to Breakfast Club again. Like I listen a lot of media outlets, and a lawyer was on. I don't want to say his name, but this is like the last one. The Kiki Menini Leaks was on it. She was being a host, a recent one, and like this is the quickest ever. Somebody fucking cops kill some guy and they get their fucking job. Like yo, it's always you could tell, and it's gonna go to this point. But let's not speed along. But my thoughts on this, it's fucking ridiculous. And America, if they say, I know they don't want to because that's not their plan. In plastics, I'm seeing it. America, I know they don't want to because this they plan and their agenda. But for the people that's looking in front for what they trying to put on to the fucking world, y'all know y'all not doing nothing to change this shit. Police started off of some hunting black people after slavery down to crowd niggas like Karen, what someone said, officer, overseer. So it's like they carry on the same tradition, and that's why they get indoctrinated and like that.
You can't change ideology, because to change ideology means you have to change the individual. So in order for any of this to stop, the individual, where the individual will think, has to stop, and that's not going to stop. Not because put aside the 4 black cops for now, and deal with the fact when it happens when it's white cops, it happens because of the way they think. And that's not going, you can't vote equal, you can't vote into power changing somebody feeling like I don't like black people. You can't make, no law is going to change that. You know what I'm saying? You may change the law that throw a nigga in jail or throw a motherfucker in jail for like, you know what I mean, for mad years, but you can't change this. This shit will only come with, change will only come with complete understanding of each other and sitting down and communicating. The 4 black cops now.
Can I ask something? Why and how did the traffic stop go that far? How can they explain that?
Very easy.
Oh.
Because when you're dealing with insecure people, one. See, here's the thing, cuzzo. The reality of it is this. When you take 4 black cops who stop a nigga and expect that the nigga should adhere to them, because to me personally, I could tell you what I know exactly what these niggas did. They stop them, in their minds, you going to give us the same respect you would give a white cop, and therefore they acted like how the counterparts were act. And not saying that all white cops are bad, because that would be fucking wrong of me to say. And not saying that. That's why I say this has nothing to do with white or black. It's police officers.
And that's a good that's a good thing. And I'm gonna also think I'm gonna go a step farther. And not all police officers. See, I never had the opportunity to work with police officers. I always fucking ran like try to dodge them. I mean, growing up and them do what I was doing or just being in a black eye. I mean, but I do security now, be working around pay. A lot of these dudes are just regular dudes. They don't want. They also disagree with it. I talked to them about it. They also think this shit's sick. They also think this shit. So it's like it's not all of it. But I got a theory about this shit. The police. Just to do a little interjection, then we're gonna move on. Quick second. The police is almost like the gangsters in the hood, or the niggas in the hood that's doing all the fucking crimes. It's in the hood. You got about 15 to 20 at max people wilding out. The other 500 to 1,000 is regular civilians going to work, kids going to school. But people be like, oh, that hood is crazy. No, it's 15 or 20 motherfucking people that's giving a bad name to the whole area. That's what's going on to y'all cops. But y'all got to hold each other accountable. Now I mean, like, that's what's going on to y'all. It's a group of y'all that's nuts. Y'all all got the same training, but some of y'all still got hearts. I've talked to a few of y'all. Like, it's a group of some of y'all that's got indoctrinated too much, and they with that brainwashing. Like you said, they're not black, white, they're blue. And they don't give a fuck. Now I mean, they making it a bad name for all y'all. That's why people hate cops. And people don't hate fucking firemen or sanitation workers or any other civil city worker.
And they could be just as racist.
And they could be just as racist or probably even more. But you don't know, so a racist fireman go come on the news for not running into a house to save a black guy. Or beating up a black guy with an axe and then keeping him in a burning house. You don't hear these stories. So y'all gotta hold each other accountable.
Like, why do you have to go to the extreme? Like, why does death have to be like?
Because they fucking.
Well, they didn't plan on killing them. That became the thing. When I'm beating you down and they feel in their heads that you're not conforming to them, and you should conform to them because they're fucking police officers and you should bend to them, and you're not bending. So now, now they mad at you because they feel you should bend because I'm black, nigga, and you black, and they feel superior to you. You know what I'm saying? The psychology of black people is fucked up to begin with. The shit we do to each other on a whole in the community, and then when you have black police officers who are no different, the shit is fucking crazy. So the mentality of black people is just the mentality of fucking, I won't even say black people, the mentality of minorities, the mentality of people who can't love themselves is fucked up, and that's what's going on. You got a bunch of people who don't love themselves, whether it's the police, whether it's the crimes that's going on in the community. There's people that don't love themselves. The thing about it is like you said, at some point, you can't change the way I feel about you. That's not going to change. If I don't like you, I don't like you. But at some point, we as a people got to take accountability for our fucking actions.
Zero accountability.
Right. You don't have to like someone, but you also don't got to kill them.
No, fuck that. The other police, no, like what he said, the other police officers have to be like, nah, that ain't right.
Right.
At some point, somebody got to hold
them
accountable.
No. It's beyond cowardice. Some of it's cowardice. But it's also, we don't believe it. Cops got a gang culture or a street culture.
Yeah,
they consider that snitching.
Yeah,
or don't tell.
Yeah,
they got something called blanket parties.
The blue wall
silence. They'll break over your head and fuck you up. So like, it's not. It don't always go to or the blue collar silence.
Yeah,
like
the blue collar silence. I'm a cop. I'm not gonna snitch on another cop.
And if you do, it always have to go to violence with it. They just shut you out. A lot of people won't be friends with you. They won't be talking to you. So it's a repercussions
to your actions.
So that's why
that's why they don't do it.
But going back to his point,
that makes them suckers and scared.
That makes them cowardice.
That makes them cowards. Not willing to take a stand knowing that something's wrong.
The repercussions is real, but the
repercussions is real, but fuck the repercussions, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking job. They can get another one. Wrong is wrong.
Hold on, let's we can take a quick.
Like, it's not snitching. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's not snitching. If first of all, if you're not listening to like, if your partner's telling you something, or if I'm trying to tell you, no, now I'm gonna be loud with it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna make noise because that's not snitching.
Let's get to this. That's facts. Let's get to this. It's not snitching. You being honest. But let's get to this video. I'm only watching a little bit because I don't like that shit like this. Just piss me off. Let me say, but it's a 5-minute video. If you want to watch, I don't know what the fuck you want to watch unless you're doing something. Unless it just pops up in your feed. You can find it on YouTube under video appears to show Tyre Nichols being beaten by multiple Memphis police officers. That's how you get the video. But let's just watch this sick shit.
I'm gonna show you this video with the warning that it is violent, but it also is a depiction of the kind of police violence that normally happens.
Yeah.
See.
It's Tyre, right? Nicholas? I'm gonna email you.
I got it. Hold on.
This is on the first side. See? This is what makes it wrong part. See? Now you gotta listen to him. This is why I said his life. Listen to him.
I'm trying to knock your ass the fuck out. You guys are really doing it. Damn. I'm just trying to go home.
Man, you don't make that. He's already on the ground.
Okay, stop! I'm not doing it.
He ran because they're trying to kill him. It's obvious in the video. Not they trying to kill him, but he thought they were trying to kill him.
He's like, I'm down already.
Self-preservation, fight, flight, or fright.
Fight or flight.
Fight, flight, or fright. You can either be, like, freeze, run, or
It's going to cut off. You ain't going to see them. They're not going to show when they call them and beat them up. You don't even need to see the beating them up or ass kickings and ass kicking.
From people that want to see that video, it's from MSNBC. Memphis police release body cam video of Tyre Nichols being beaten. But like, yo, I see why you ran. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I'm tired of this shit.
It's 5 of y'all.
I gotta be held accountable. And going to this point now. Hold on, before you go to that, the officer has been fired. But how much time do you think he should get in jail? Just throw up a number. We can move on. I got my number. I got my fucking number. I'm gonna go first. These niggas should get 25 to 30 years in jail. because it was unnecessary. There's 4 of y'all. Y'all officers of the law, and y'all beat a fucking kid to death.
They should get 25 years in jail. I don't think they should get life. I don't think nobody should get life.
No, they're not life. I said 25.
I think she always have the opportunity to redeem
25
herself.
is good.
That's what jail is for. But at the end of the day, I believe they should get 25 years in jail. You gonna give a nigga 25 years in jail for fucking selling fucking crack?
It's crazy.
Right?
That wild.
And he ain't commit no violence. And he ain't do
Exactly.
nothing violent. You gonna throw him in jail for all that amount of time, 15 to 20 and
That
all
should be
kinds of
asked
shit.
backwards.
Okay,
So, like, who comes up with
let's have fun.
Well,
So we keep moving this along. Let's have fun now. This is the question I've been waiting to get on. Did you ready jumped ahead on? Why did 4 black officers react the way they reacted? I'm telling you right. I'm jumping for this first. Then you go on. You already said it basically. It's not about being black. It's not about being white. It's not about being yellow. It's about being blue.
I'm a cop.
And one thing they also told you, they was trained just like the white, just like the Asians, just like anybody that's a part of their force, to see black people and react to them a certain way. That training is exactly the same. It's not, oh, this guy's racist. Yeah, race might have to do a part. That training is the same. And like, and Charlamagne made a good point. I'm not taking this point. This is Charlamagne for Breakfast Club, same episode beneath the leaks. Charlamagne made a great point. A lot of black people was already scared of black people.
That's a fact.
Because I'm not gonna lie, for a good reason, we've been robbed, we've been this, we've been that. So like, so they had the reaction. Some of them been bullied by the gangsters. All this kind of type of shit like this. And I was told to a pay detail. I'm not gonna bring up their name. I was told to a pay detail. They said, police, to get into the office, to get into the cabin now is so fucking easy. You don't gotta take a physical fitness test. You don't gotta take a psych eval no more. All that shit is gone. All you have to do is take is a written test and you're down. How much nutcases, and it's been happening forever, but how much nutcases is running around now? That's not fit to be on a motherfucking job doing this shit. Now, I mean, it's not about being black or white. They're indoctrinated. They're indoctrinated. They would never react to a white guy. Them 4 black guys would have never reacted. 4 white guys would have never reacted to a white guy like that. It's never. I've never seen it.
They would give him the utmost respect.
Now go on, man.
And then they would have thought twice about if I beat his ass, because they might have wanted to beat a white boy ass, and if they thought about if I beat his ass, then I'm gonna lose my motherfucking job. When they started beating that nigga ass, they ain't even figure it was gonna go that far. They figured they'd beat a nigga ass, make up some fucking lie, like they, you know, the white counterparts would have did, and everything would blow over, but he died. And the only reason the police reacted and get rid of him so fast is for 2 reasons that I believe. One is the fact that it's been happening so much that you got to react and do something, because if you don't react and do something fast, you're going to have hell. 2 is because there was 5 black cops that did it.
Yep.
So now
there's no disagreement here. Usually we go back and forth, but there's no, on this fucking subject, there's not gonna have one disagreement. Yes, sir. You know why there's no disagreement here? Because it's so fucking obvious. You know what's the sick, sad part about it? Audience, I want y'all to get it. Who else watching? You know what's the sick, sad fucking part about it? Nothing will fucking change.
No.
It's gonna happen again and again. And then niggas gonna react to it on Twitter, on Instagram, on Breakfast Club, on this and that, and we gonna react to it, and nothing will happen.
Because you can't change.
You said earlier, you can't change.
You can't change the way I feel about you. You can't change if I don't fucking like you and I become a cop. You can't change if I don't like you and I'm fucking serving you your food.
I think.
You
I mean,
can't
I think.
change
I
that.
think.
None of that's gonna change.
The thing is not gonna change. You know why? Because it's like y'all said, it's been happening for so long. Y'all haven't even made efforts. Like you want people to like, you know what I'm saying? Like in order to trust you, like okay, things are gonna change. Like you're not even showing evidence of it, even like.
Because you're dealing with because you're looking at it, the police on the whole. Fuck the police on the whole. You have to. It's individuals, because it's not the police on the whole. Because not all police react like that. It's the individual. Now, police protecting police, that got to stop too. But the individual, you cannot change the way an individual feels. Whatever made them 5 fucking niggas do what they did to that black man, you can't change how they felt that night, or if they don't like their own, how you can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You take a fucking black girl who be like, I don't like dating black men. No matter what you do, you ain't gonna change how somebody feel.
Sure.
So now that person is going to become a cop, or a doctor, or serve food, or become your president. Or a nurse, a doctor, somebody, something they shouldn't be doing. Yeah, and no law.
Public service jobs.
Yeah, and no law, that you write, no matter how many years you give a nigga, is going to change. The next person's going to still say, I don't like niggas. And the next person going to become a cop, and then, or the next black person like, I don't like niggas. And then when they encounter a black person, they're going to react the same fucking way. This shit would only change if people are willing to sit down with each other, look in the mirror, and be truthful to each other. What is it that you don't fucking like about us? That makes you, what is it that, what made them 5 black men feel so threatened by one fucking black man that they had to do what they did?
Do you know what you said? And this is why it probably never happened, besides all the fucking agenda and all the super plots they have. There's like an onion, a plot on top of plots. You have to talk hard truth with each other through coaches. What do you, uncomfortable.
And become uncomfortable.
But we have to get over it. What do you like about us? Why you fear us? This and that. And we need to understand why we feel this way about each other. Yo, because this is crazy, bro. And you know what's the fucked up part? You know what's the fucked up part? And this, you know what's the part that's we gotta have our own segment about it, and we about to move on. But before we move on, you know what's the fucked up part about all this shit? I'm making you say it last week on this shit too. But you know what's the fucked up part? It's only happening to black people. And if it's not black people, it's other minorities. It's never what? So you know it's something that's literally targeted. It's a pattern. Everything is solved in patterns. Everything is figured out in patterns. Cops figured out crimes in patterns. You know your mom's and father love you because the pattern of them showing love. You know your fucking husband. Also, everything's pattern.
This shit's called the fear of the black man.
It's cold. It is killing. I just saw the video. Thank God to see the other part. They have nothing to fear. It's 4 of y'all big motherfucking black niggas. And I'm not talking about niggas like I'm saying in the hip hop sense. I'm saying Niggers. Bunch of fucking coons. Which is perfect segue. Before we go to that segue, do you have the last words on this topic?
No.
I'll say we good perfect segue. Talk about these fucking coons.